Hi, welcome to the weekly tarot reading with Janet, Gracious Gifts Tarot, for July 19th through the 23rd. And this is going to be the first part where we do the tarot forecast for the week ahead. So we're using Light Seers Tarot, one of my favorites, as you know. And thank you for joining me. Your support has been really wonderful. Let's put our 4 cards out for the week ahead, and we'll take a look and see where we are at. All right, Sunday and Monday. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. Okay, we are starting right out the gate at the weekend, Sunday and Monday, with all the potential of what's going on in our head, right? We can really hone in on decision-making processes, and I love this is coming almost right in the middle of Mercury retrograde, which, as you know, is a lot about communication. So what a great message and a reminder as we start the next week that we really need to be paying attention to how we are communicating with others, and are we being truthful and standing in that truth when we are sharing ideas and getting our point across. And also, how are we listening to others? You know, that's where sometimes things can go really awry, is that we've got so much going on in our own head, and what are we going to say next? You know, what am I going to say next? That we forget about that listening skill. So let me just take a look at this. Yeah, she's got all kind of formulas and things going on in her head. And then I love how that light is shining out through what looks to be like, I think it's the nautilus shell that curls around like that. But to me, this almost evokes like a staircase, you know, going up, that higher knowledge, that wisdom and learning. And of course, aces are about the potential of the suit. And you may know that swords or air are sometimes very challenging cards to get. So what is a better time than the beginning of this week with the Ace of Swords to really be thinking about, how am I presenting myself? Am I communicating clearly? Am I being direct? And don't forget about the tactfulness. She's not the Queen of Swords, who can sometimes be far too blunt with the edge of that sword. But this is the potential of really being able to use our intellect to solve problems and to get our point across. So if you are like making a presentation this next week, or needing to have an important conversation with someone, you've got some tools in your toolbox with the Ace of Swords coming through at the beginning of the week. All right, let's go ahead and see how the rest of this week is going to evolve and where this communication piece is going to fit in. All right, Tuesday and Wednesday. Wow. I said wow before, I'm going to say it again. Another ace. So we are now moving into the Ace of Pentacles and our earth signs. So I like this balance between the Ace of Swords, air, and earth, because this is about growth. And I want you to take a deep look here at this pentacle that is a seed of growth. And this person has the whole world in their hands of what is the potential of what makes us feel stable, what makes us able to earn a living. This is also about the health realm. Pentacles is very much about being grounded in where you're at in your body. Are you taking good care of yourself? Are you living to your fullest potential when it comes to maximizing your health and well-being? So this is amazing to me, really, that 2 aces are showing up at the beginning of the week. So something new is coming in. Growth and the ability to think it through with the Ace of Swords, that ability to communicate about it and to think through the processes as we get going. Let's take a look now at Thursday and Friday and see how this sort of all melds together. King of Pentacles. So we are still in that earth sign, and we are with probably what I consider one of the most content kings, because he has got the wisdom and he has got the experience and gravitas of just being so grounded and so supportive. You've heard me say this before. If this isn't you being represented, this can be someone in your life, a mentor, a father figure, a friend, a partner that's really there for you and is offering you that strength of the King of Pentacles to help you stay grounded. And this particular one has this companion dog or wolf or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, that really evokes for me that feeling of home and comfort and safety that we were just talking about, the Ace of Pentacles. So how interesting that we get the very beginning of the suit of Pentacles and the last card in the suit of Pentacles towards the end of the week. So what are you working on? What are you working on about your stability? You know, are you ready to launch a new career? Or are you thinking about that? Are you processing, you know, where is this going to go? So this is a very good fortune card in terms of saying yes, you are moving in the right direction, and it's going to really help you reach your goals if you stay focused this week on what those are. All right, let's take a look at going into the weekend, Saturday, and see where we land with that. There just are no coincidences in tarot whatsoever. This is another ace, and we are now in the Ace of Cups. And look how she's holding that heart center. So this is all about romantic love. This is about self-love, friendships, love for your family. And again, all the potential of the aces, of the suit of cups or water. So we have air, earth, and water. We didn't get any fire yet this week, but there will be expansion of this. I'm going to be using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck to expand on this forecast, which is just a beautiful way to start and end the week. Again, all the potential. So I really like that we have these two pentacles that span the whole suit of pentacles right here in the middle, because this says to me that, you know, you're ready for family. You're ready for commitment. You are ready to really explore perhaps with a new loved one or an existing partner. What are the next steps in this relationship? It'll be very interesting to see what we get with love and relationships when we expand this a little bit. And I think we're going to go ahead and do that right now, because I really am feeling like the flow of this is leading us to go right into that.